Okay, so I wanted to make a video just kind of discussing the manga characters that didn't get released because there are quite a few of them. In fact, they can continue to make manga characters for a while if they release these characters. Now, I didn't want to put in the Stern Ritter because I don't know if the reason they didn't make him was because they didn't have they didn't want to make another affiliation for just Quincy's, and maybe they just wanted to leave it up to the boss himself, just by himself, which is what they've done so far. That's not to say we won't have them ever, but I'm just gonna leave them out of this list just because it's kind of obvious. They can make the other characters, the Quincy characters. They don't have the voice actors. I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments of, but some of these guys don't have voice actors. Some of the characters I have on this list don't even have voice actors, and I get that. But I mean, it's not difficult to hire people. You just be like, hey, you say these lines into this microphone, and you're done. It's that simple. I mean, they did it with Yuachi, even though, or Yuhabaha, however you want to call him, even though his voice actor technically can be the same as Zangetsu's, just because it's a whole thing there. But yeah, these are a few characters that they could have made that they didn't, and you know, maybe, just maybe they'll have another batch. I doubt it though, but we'll see. I have hope. Now, I did want to include the Zero Division characters on here, the Zero Division members, just because they are Soul Reapers. Like I said, they also don't have voice actors, but you can hire them, and their powers are pretty cool. Most, most notably is Ichibe's, who, his power is freaking amazing, and they can probably very easily make him a character. He seems like the kind of character that would be pretty simple to voice. I don't know. It's just a I'm gonna knock him out of here real quick just because I just wanted to talk about them real quick just because they are characters that I would like to see. It'd be an interesting mechanics for some of these guys, but I would like to see them. So yeah, we're gonna wipe them out. But the more likely characters that they could have made are everyone here, but these three. I understand that they could have made them. I would have liked to see Ichigo's mom as a playable character, as well as a Captain Shiba. Ryuken didn't really, show off anything in the book when they did the story, but it would have still been a cool banner to have all three of them. It's a shame we won't be able to see them just because, the manga characters are done, and I can't imagine they would be like, all right, we're just gonna do them all. Here's these three characters. Still, it would have been a cool banner to have. It would have made sense. But I wouldn't have chosen them over any of the characters we got so far, except for Yachiru, but, little kid Yachiru was kind of a wasted slot. They really dropped the ball on that one. Still, it'd be nice to see them. Alright, so these are gone. Now these characters are actually characters they could have done. I'm gonna eliminate, and this isn't like a what they're gonna do next kind of thing. I'm just going through them, talking about them. It's not really eliminating them from any sort of list, just because I'm just talking through them. These two are characters they could have made, and they can actually still they can still make them. They already made a Lost Agent Soifon, and they did a pretty good job. You don't actually see her fight in that outfit, in that costume, in the show. So the fact that they made her is kind of like I don't know, like manga, semi manga, because she's there. Same thing with Shinji. It's kind of like manga light, because you see Shinji, you don't see him fight, but yeah, they still made those two characters. So I'm glad they did that. I still want to see a Shunko. I still want to see a Shunko based Soifon. We're getting a Shunko based Yoroichi, but I would really like to see a Shunko based Soifon. We might, if they remake the Soul Society characters, we might see a or like the Soul Society arc when they go rescue Rukia. We might see another Soifon with this Shunko based, but same thing with Kensei. We might still get him. He won't be a manga character. It'll be kind of similar as the Lost Agent Kensei, because we do know what his Bankai looks like, and he has the clothing. It'll kind of be like in the same style as Shinji has, or Soifon, where Soifon has her Bankai, but she never uses it after the time skip, but we still have her. So we might actually see this character. It's not out of the question. These right here, the remaining ones, are the ones that I was really hoping we would get. Some of these we didn't. It's a shame, but I was really hoping we'd get them because they actually did show off new stuff. First off is Rose. We could have actually seen a Bankai Rose. It wasn't out of the question. I would have preferred it to Yachiru. It wouldn't have made sense if it came out with Bankai Kenny and Bankai Retsu, but it still would have been cool to see. I would have loved to see it. His Bankai, if you don't know, well, I'll let you guys watch it because it's actually pretty cool. You'll have to see it. I can't really explain it. It's interestingly animated though, and I don't think we have a Rose that's good yet, so it would have been cool to see. Still, he's kind of like a side character, kind of a minor character, so I get why we didn't see him. These two. Nanao I kind of get. I would have liked to see another Nanao with the actual blade, but she didn't actually do anything other than swing her blade at the guy to take him out. I don't think she didn't actually kill him. I think, what's his name did that, Izuru did that, but she knocked him out. So, it's really the only thing we saw her do. I get why we didn't get another one. It wouldn't have made sense to get a character just for one swing. Still, it looks cool. It looks really cool. And I would have liked to see this, some variation of this for the lieutenants. They could have also thrown in this, actually doing a Yachiru, a good Yachiru, not the Retsu, but the other one. Nanao and Nemu wouldn't have been a bad idea for one banner. Nemu did actually show off a lot in the fight, because she is actually the one that took out Pernidas. It would have been really cool to see Nemu. I know a lot of people in my channel that would have been like, yeah, Nemu, because she's a big thing in my channel, but it would have been cool to see Nemu. It would have been really cool to see Nemu. It's a shame we didn't see her, but like I said, maybe if they decide to do more manga characters. They did say when they first announced the manga characters that they were going to start out with 14, that they got approved for 14. Who's to say they won't approve them for more? You know, it's not out of the question. We might get to see more in the future. We'll have to see. So that's Nemu for you. With Mayuri, he looks cool. I really like Mayuri as a character, and I would have loved to see him. Thing is, did he show off as many things as all the other ones? He did show off a new Bankai. Well, his Bankai was modified even more, which would have been cool. But in terms of actual abilities for his strong attacks, I can't imagine they would. Well, no, he's got a variety of different skills that he could have probably implemented. So it would have been really cool to see this guy as well. Especially since this look right here, I know he has two different looks in the manga. One where he looks like the sun, and the other one that's this one. I guess 3 different looks. This one is probably I like the way this Mayuri looks more than any other Mayuri that we've ever seen, and it would have been cool to see him as a character. He was a very big contender for one of the characters that we would have seen that potentially could have been manga 4. And they could have replaced. I guess they could have replaced Ichigo for him. I still would have preferred the Ichigo to him. Well, I don't know. That's hard to say because we already have an Ichigo. So I don't know. They could have replaced Ichigo with him so we could have more variety of different characters, but they didn't. Still, I'm excited to see. It's not out of the question that we get a lost agent Mayuri, but he would not look like this, which is a shame. He also wouldn't have the Bankai that he shows. Uryu is another character that a lot of people thought we were gonna see. I actually wouldn't have been surprised if he dropped instead of, like I said, Ichigo. We knew Yuach was coming. We knew that potentially Kisuke and Yoruichi were coming, and they did. But Uryu was one of those that they could have very well put him in there. He was a big part of the final arc, and he did show off some new abilities. He could have been some sort of healer since his power was to switch. I guess how damaged they were to his opponent. So it would have been cool to see that as a special move, maybe deal damage and then heal himself. It's not. I mean, we could continue getting Uryus, but he's not going to have that power unless they continue with the manga series, the manga characters. Like I said, it's possible that they might do the Stern Ritter in the future. He would definitely be one of them. Maybe that's why they didn't do it. But you know, it's what it is. Yama, I know I'm gonna get this comment a lot. We didn't get Yama because his voice actor died, and that's why we didn't get him. That said, we did still get One-Armed Yama and Tag Team Yama after the voice actor died, but they probably just used lines from the actual show. They didn't actually have anybody record them. Who knows? They could have gotten another person to voice over him, but I don't know how they deal with that kind of thing over in Japan. It would have been really cool to see because this guy is super powerful. His Bankai is insane, insane. And if we would have gotten him on the batch 4, it would not have been surprising. Aside from the, oh look, they got another voice actor. Maybe we would have been able to tell the difference. Maybe not. But it's just another character that I don't know that we'll ever get him. I don't know that we'll ever get him. I think they just made up with the fact that we're not going to get him with one-armed Yama, but I'm fine with that. And then there's this guy, the character that everybody wanted to see in this one. Honestly, I was so hyped for Kisuke and Yoroichi that it didn't hit me that he wasn't among them until like after I recorded my video, like the first time I recorded the video, because I had to record it twice, but it didn't hit me that he wasn't among them until way later than it should have. It's a real shame. It's a real shame we didn't get Aizen, especially because we know they can do it because they in Jump Force he's a confirmed character. Now maybe Jump Force got the rights to him before they did. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but it would have been really cool to see him. I know a lot of people are like, no, because Aizen didn't do anything to fight. A lot of other characters didn't do anything. Like Yachiru, Kid Yachiru didn't do anything. Yes, you finally got to see her Zanpakuto, but you also finally got to see Haro number 99. So, you know, it could go both ways. You didn't see some of the characters that get released do anything either. So, it's a real disappointment that we didn't get him. Maybe we might get him in the future as a one-off character. Who knows? There is another Step Ups coming at the end of the year. Maybe he's a Step Ups character. He won't be an anniversary character. He might just be a Step Ups exclusive for that. I think that's a good idea. But it's like, what, 5 months away if that's the case? So, I don't know. It's just, it's a real disappointment, but the characters that we got, I honestly would have preferred to see him instead of Ichigo. That's not to say, I see a lot of people that are saying, oh, they wasted Ichigo, they wasted a slot. I actually am really excited about this Ichigo. I'm more excited about this Ichigo than the first one. But, you know, it would have been cool to see Aizen as well, just because he's such a loved character. He's such a loved villain. He's such an overpowered character. Even with a hole through his chest, he's still able to stand and be able to do stuff. So I would have loved to see this character, and who knows, he is in Jump Force, so we might get to see him yet. It's just, I don't want to wait. Anyway, let me know if there's other characters you wanted to see. Like I said, the Sternritter also apply to this. I just kind of didn't want to put him in there because there's way too many of them, and it's kind of obvious that, hey, put them in. They weren't going to put 1 or 2 in, aside from obviously you watch, but they weren't going to put 1 or 2 in without putting the rest of them. There's still a chance we might get them. There was a chance they might do more, but you know, I personally would love to see Bambi, Candace, Basby, and everybody else. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. I know a lot of people are sad about Aizen, and I understand, but we must maintain hope. Alright, that's it for this video. I'm gonna go eat breakfast because I'm hungry. Take care.